Episode 1 of the Institute follows 14-year-old Luke Ellis, who is a math prodigy. He prioritizes logic over emotions and is quite analytical in his observations. He has an offer from MIT, but his parents are not happy about it. They are in a restaurant, and as he tries to convince them, a plate falls on its own. That night, a restaurant-goer, Michelle, shows up with an armed team. They are ready to kill the parents if needed, as they kidnap Luke. Elsewhere, Tim Jameson is on his way to NYC, but the flight has been overbooked. He agrees to a cancellation as he wasn't eager about the trip in the first place. He hitchhikes and ends up in Denison, a small town in Maine. He applies for a night knocker, night patrolman, job, and the deputy is surprised. We learn that Tim is humble about his decorated career in the Army and later as a policeman, as he accidentally killed a potential teen mall shooter. Luke wakes up in a replica of his room in an institute in Maine. While trying to find an exit, he runs into Kalisha. The staff watches via CCTV and are impressed that he isn't panicking. He simply listens as Kalisha gives a rundown. The Institute recruits gifted children for classified work that will save the world. The kids are either TP, telepathy powers, or TK, telekinesis powers. All the kids are part of the front half, but as they get ready to graduate, they are sent to the back half. They have the freedom to do whatever they like, including drink and smoke, as long as they follow orders. Kalisha is a TP while Luke believes that he may be a TK. Meanwhile, Tim gets the job. Officer Wendy Gullickson is cold and sarcastic as she shows him the ropes. She is possessive of her squad and doesn't like people looking down at their small-town traditions like a night knocker. Tim simply states that his grandfather was one. He begins his rounds and runs into Annie, a vagrant. She rambles about government conspiracies and seems to know things about Tim. Back at the Institute, Dr. Hendrick wants Luke for an advanced program, but the headmistress, Ms. Sigsby, refuses. Stackhouse, the chief of security, brings Luke to her. The kid is quick on the uptake and doesn't seem to believe in the Institute. Sigsby tries to assure him that everything is above board. There will be a few experiments that are non-negotiable. Once the kids graduate, their memories will be wiped and they will be sent home to their parents. However, they aren't allowed to contact their parents. Luke plays nice as she subtly threatens his friend. Stackhouse and Michelle discuss their next recruit, but the latter seems unhappy. It seems that Luke's kidnapping was rushed due to the MIT offer and something went wrong. As she heads out, we see that the Institute has been disguised as a microbiological lab. The guards have guns and they aren't beyond killing wanderers. Back inside, the housekeeper, Maureen, explains the token system to Luke. Every time he cooperates, he gets a token to buy treats. His first order is to put a chip in his ear. When he refuses, the technician hits him and he is forced to get the chip. In Denison, we see that Tim is crashing in Stanton Hotel. Hollister, the owner, spends his days sitting outside and gossiping. Annie doesn't like him as he messes with her equipment reception. Tim doesn't think much of it as he heads out. He crosses paths with Michelle, who is hooking up with Kate. A journalist at IT is dinner time and Kalisha accompanies Luke to the rec room. She kisses him and confesses that she has something contagious which is delaying her graduation. And she hopes Luke gets it too, suggesting that the back half isn't safe. He meets the other front half kids, George, Iris, and Nikki. George believes in Sigsby's spiel while Nikki doesn't. Iris and Kalisha seem to like Nikki, but not enough to go against the staff the way he does. Courtesy of his rebellious nature, he has a broken finger and no tokens. He strong-arms the kids to give him their tokens, but he is nice to them. George advises Luke not to get roped in Nikki's rebellion, as the staff can tell when the kids lie. On cue, Michelle gets a hotel room with Kate. She regrets joining the Institute and wants to expose them. Kate kills her, and we learn that she was hired by Stackhouse to test Michelle's loyalty. Meanwhile, Sigsby goes home, which is on the same campus. While cooking, she listens to music and burns herself to the end of the Institute Episode 1. Nikki invites Luke to play chess. The older boy explains that there are two kinds of kids, the ones who believe Sigsby and the ones who don't. He wonders if Luke can help him escape.